Hello and welcome to this NetIQ Privileged Account Manager demo. In this demo we will show you the end user experience when using the Account Manager product. What we see here is the My Access page, which is the landing page for the end user, and we will log in as a user Sally South. After login we will see that Sally has access to only password retrieval functionality, in this case for 2 domains. We will show you the effect of this functionality, but first we'll go through the interface itself. So we'll see that we're on the All tab, so this shows all functionality that's assigned to Sally. And we see other tabs as well. So we have the Windows tab, and in there we see all the RDP sessions that are available. At the moment they are not configured for this person. We have SSH connections, connections to databases and applications, which relates to the password vault functionality, which we also saw in the All tab. Besides the privileged sessions, we have the enterprise password checkout. So if you've checked out a password, it will show in this list. We see that all have been checked in already. If any are still checked out, you can see that in this list here. And then we have the emergency access functionality. We see an overview, and Sally can do a new request, select any kind of session that she needs. For instance, as a super user, she can add the host, the duration, give some more information, and then create a request. This will actually start a workflow to the administrator of this system, who will need to approve this before access is assigned, and then it will show up in the Privileged Sessions tab. So now let's have a look at the password retrieval. We can see that she has access to the Utopia domain. She can state for how long she needs this password, needs to enter her email address and a reason. So this can all be logged in the system. And then she will click on the checkout button. When we press checkout, we will see a username and a password. So let's copy this password and we will start a RDP session. Now, like you see, the credentials are only shown for a limited time period and are hidden automatically. And just to show you, it is domain admin 01. That is the user that we're going to use. So we'll start an RDP session. We'll see that the correct user is already there, and I'll paste the password. And we're connected to the Active Directory domain. So one of the domain controllers in the domain, and this will work of course for all domain controllers in that domain, since it's the domain admin password. So let's log off, close this session, and we will check in this password again. We can see that it's now checked out. When I select it, we have the option to check it in. But I can also go to the privileged sessions, and it will show you that when I enter my password again, I still have access to this same password. So it's FOQ, just to remember that, because that will change. We'll check it in, and now a script is run to actually change the password within the domain for that domain admin 01 account. So Sally now doesn't know the password anymore. If she needs access again, she will have to go through the same process again, enter an email address and some information, check out, and we'll see that a new password is generated. And we'll copy that just to show that that password actually works on that RDP session for that same user. So we'll paste it in, and we'll see that we have an RDP session. So Privileged Account Manager actually makes sure that the password on check-in is changed in the depending application. And that of course is the security level that you're looking for. So we'll close this session again. and we'll log off as Sally from the system to show you some other functionality that a different user has. So we'll sign out and we'll log in as Chip Nano, who is an employee within the domain administration team. And as we see here, he only has one available session. So the application is empty. With Windows, there's one session, and that's also shown in the All tab. And this is actually a direct IDP session as the administrator. So in the former example, we got a password from domain admin 01, which is just a custom account with privileged rights. This is an administrator account. So when we click the link, we see that an RDP session automatically is started. So from the browser, you don't need to start your RDP tool or anything. It started directly and no password is asked. So this session has been set up as the administrator, as we can show you here, and the password has been submitted by the Privileged Account Management tool. So this user doesn't know the password and has direct access. I'm just going to show you some applications, because one other functionality is recording of these sessions, of these RDP sessions, so we can monitor what somebody is doing on this system. So we'll just log off again. So we've now shown you direct RDP access. We'll sign out as this user and we'll go to the administration interface, which is on a slightly different URL. So we'll log in as admin. We'll go to the reporting options. And there's some sample reports in there which show you everything that happened. I'll just order it to the correct date. So we see that C Nano Chip has contacted through the PAM server the ISM 2008 server as administrator, and we see that this session has been captured. So if I double click this, it will open up the whole session. So we see a key logging of what happened. If we, for instance, see the PowerShell command that has been given. We can go to the output, which shows us screen captures of the screens that have been opened. But we also have a playback functionality which opens a new screen which actually has a recorded video of that session. So here we can actually see what that user done in that session. So I showed you it was an administrator account. I've started Notepad and we see everything that happened. Other functionality of this is that within a delay of around 30 seconds, somebody could already watch this video while the session is still going on. So that will provide us with the 4i principle that we can check what somebody is doing on that server while he is doing it. Okay, so this concludes the demo for the Privileged Account Manager. Thank you for your attention.